If there are so many planets in our galaxy, then why are we still alone? The search is on. Hey everybody, so today we're going to be talking about the Fermi Paradox. And the story basically goes in 1950, Enrico Fermi and his colleagues were talking about aliens during their lunch break. And Fermi asked the question, well, where are they? And though this would soon become the Fermi Paradox, a lot of other people, such as Michael H. Hart, spent a lot more time on the analysis of the question. And Frank J. Tipler would spend a lot of time answering some of the questions and giving reasons for possible answers of why we haven't seen any signs of extraterrestrial life in the universe. So even though we don't have any definite answers, these are some of my favorite and some of the most plausible reasons why we haven't had any communication with extraterrestrials yet. Number 1, advanced civilizations tend to destroy themselves. Now, we know all too well that the more technologically advanced we become, the more deadly we become. And that might just be the norm in the universe. Maybe species that become technologically advanced tend to destroy themselves before they ever become spacefaring. Number 2, we're too young of a species. Although we have made a lot of great achievements in technology, we have only had the ability to detect extraterrestrial radio waves for about 80 years with the invention of the radio telescope. So in that short amount of time, maybe we just haven't pointed the telescope at the right spot at the right time. And given that it's only been about 80 years, it would be highly unlikely that we would have. Number 3, alien technology may be too advanced for us to detect. Although we still use radio wave technology here on Earth, an advanced civilization that is thousands or even millions of years ahead of us may be using some sort of a neutrino signal or some sort of advanced technology that we have never even thought of yet. Number 4, they're just listening and not transmitting. Now, this is a very popular opinion amongst big name people in the science community like Carl Sagan and Stephen Hawking, where they think it's just too soon for us to transmit our existence to the universe. That any advanced civilization that has the technology to explore the universe would be able to wipe us out too easily. And until we can defend ourselves, we should just stay quiet. Number 5, we're not technologically advanced enough. Maybe we are just such a young species that Earth is actually being avoided on purpose. Maybe we have to hit some sort of technological achievement before they let us into the group. Number 6, maybe we're looking in the wrong place. We tend to look for advanced civilizations around sun-like stars, but in reality we should be looking for natural resources like power, because it makes much more sense for an advanced civilization to not stay planetary very long. Meaning it makes more sense to have full control over your environment and to be able to move your entire colony rather than be stationary in a random firing range where you're constantly trying to dodge asteroids and comets and supernovas and gamma ray bursts, and all these things can wipe your colony out in a blink of an eye. So now let's talk about some ideas that are a little less likely but are still fun to think about. Number 7, the rare earth hypothesis. And this basically means that all the conditions that fell into place to create our world and our life are just so rare that it just doesn't happen very often. And Earth is special because it's just the right temperature from the sun. It is just the right amount of tilt. It has a bodyguard, Jupiter, that takes a lot of asteroids, and the moon is perfect for our tides. It has pretty much perfect conditions for life to evolve. Number 8, we're in a human zoo. This one's pretty self-explanatory, and it states that there's an intergalactic species that has us on display, and they're constantly watching us like we would animals in a zoo. Number 9, Earth is a breeding chamber. Now, this one seems even less likely to me than the zoo hypothesis, because anybody who understands science knows that this world wasn't tailored to us. It is perfect for life. The conditions are perfect for life, but not for human life. Pretty much everything in this world wants to kill us. And this is from the water that we drink, the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, everything around us, our environment, naturally wants to kill us. Number 10, aliens are already here, but the government is hiding it from us and has been throughout history. No. Just no. All right, guys. So there's so many more of these that I didn't have a chance to touch on, and maybe I'll make a part 2 later on down the road. So tell me in the comments which one you think is the most plausible, or some ideas that you have on the subject. And if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. And every Wednesday I put out new content. So until next week, keep searching.